Perek Vav, Mishnah Vav. Yotzah b'sela shel hatzinis. A woman may go out on Shabbos with a sela, which is a coin, shel hatzinis, which is on a wound in her foot, on her foot. In those days, the Bartanura says that she would take some sort of copper coin and she would place it on the wound to protect herself. Matbea she'eshel tzura had some sort of form on it, some sort of shape on it, that she would place it on the wound. Maka shetachas paras haregel, which is under the sole of the foot. For koshim bo matbea, says the Bartanura, and they would tie the coin she'eshel tzura l'refuah, and they would tie it. It would be some sort of medical protection. So she's allowed to go out with that on Shabbos. Continues the Mishnah. Habonos katanos yotzes bechutin. Young girls able to go out with threads, vafilu bekismin, and even sort of slivers, thin pieces of wood, sheba oznehem. So the Mefarshim explain that in those days the young girls would have their ears pierced, but they wouldn't actually get the earrings until they're much older. But to make sure that the holes in the ears don't sort of dry up, they put in a bit of thread or these slivers of wood into the hole to make sure that it doesn't close up. Now, and they're allowed to go out with these items on Shabbos itself. Why are we worried that maybe they'd fall out? So either the Bartanura says we're not worried about that because they wear them the whole time, and therefore we're not worried they're going to fall out. And therefore it's not considered a masur, therefore it's considered a normal way of going, and therefore it's mutter. The Tosfos Yom Tov says even if they do fall out, we're not concerned they're going to pick them up because they have such negligible value. They're just little pieces of threads or pieces of wood. Therefore, we're not worried about them. Continues the Mishnah. Arvios yotzos reulos. The Bartanura says this is referring to Jewish women living in Arab lands. So Jewish women living in Arab lands, yotzos reulos, they're allowed to go out with veils. In Arab lands, the minhag is that women wear, see these burqas, these veils. And if Jewish women living in those lands would do the same, and they're allowed to go out with those items on Shabbos, we're not concerned that they're going to take their veils off on Shabbos itself. Umodios, and Jewish women living in Modai, in Media, which is like modern day Iran, perufos, they're allowed to go out with perufos. Perufos are cloaks. The Bartanura explains shemis atfos batalis, they're wrapped in sort of this talis, this cloak. For toilos rutzua bisfoson, they had a little sort of hook at the edge of the cloak. Keneged tzavora, against one end, which is against the neck, one end. Uvisfos hashenis, on the other corner. Kerachas even oyeges, they stitch in a stone or a nut. V'koishus haratzur bekrach. Ve'ein hatalis nefeles mela, and they use it sort of as an attachment. They take this little hook, which is at the end of the cloak, and they attach it onto the even or onto the mat to the egos, and they attach it. And the Mishnah concludes that it's not only Jewish women living in Arabia or Arab lands who can wear these ru'ulos, the veils, or Jewish women living in Modai who can wear the prufos, but v'chol adam, it refers to all women wherever they happen to be living. It's just that Chazal chose these examples because that was the local custom. But if other women chose to wear these items on Shabbos, even though they're not living in those lands, it would be acceptable and they could go out with them on Shabbos because these are considered legitimate garments to wear, and we're not concerned that they might come to be over Hotzah on Shabbos. That is the end of the 6th Mishnah of the 6th Perek.